Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. With Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Ali LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, and alongside us is Shams Charania, who will be hanging out, chatting with us for a bit. Shams, great to have you with us as always, man.
Absolutely, and BA, there's a lot to talk about these days, so thanks for having me.
Tee us up now. Is the news robust or minimal at this time of year?
Oh, BA, it's always fluid with me.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Tuesday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
The starters for Utah. We've got Bailey. Sviatoslav Mikhailuk is out there with George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for the Nuggets, we've got Murray. Nikola Jokic is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Cameron Johnson, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. Now here's Murray. Outside Jones. Jokic the screen. Jones, the pass to Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Markkanen outside. Back to George. Markkanen outside. Pass to Mikhailuk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wing shot on the way. Shot by Nurkic, no good. Murray looking around. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's Utah with the ball. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Bailey. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big Three super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, BA, the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed for parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their Big Three win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product of the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
Here's Mikhailuk. 23 points his last outing. Markkanen misses.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Outside Watson. Picked by Murray. Outside Watson. Here's Jokic. Uses the glass on the layup.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheet in a big way.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul. Hardaway's checked in for the Nuggets. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Utah moving the ball around. Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. Here's Mikhailuk. Puts up a 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, B.A., I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding one or two more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the three cities at the forefront of these conversations.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's George. 27 points his last game. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him.
He did not want to pick up his second foul this early. Now he's got to be careful.
Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Jokic. George outside. Going inside. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And Denver making a change here. Brown's checked in. The Nuggets lead by 4. Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Shams.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, and playing with verticality, that's very, very important. And we saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Denver. And this is the first season matchup for him against this Utah team.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
Pass to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Markkanen outside. Nurkic to screen on Johnson. It's Markkanen with the drive. And the ball out of play. The Nuggets will have it. And a look at the leaderboard. Over the last month, these big men have completely dominated. In the 3rd spot, Lauri Markkanen.
These big fellas come at you in all kinds of ways. They may not share styles, but they're all effective scorers.
Which is what makes that such an interesting collection of players for me. So much contrast in their methods, but success all around. It goes to show how many different ways there are to get it done in the post.
Holmes, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Strawther comes in for Johnson. Tyson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 4. Shot from the wing. Utah grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Pass to George. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. That evens the score.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
For Denver, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Here's Strawther. They set the pick. Here's Tyson. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Markkanen with it. With 1 on the clock. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
So the first quarter ends. Tie game and a low-scoring game so far. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and the reserves delivered.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Zeke Naji out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Murray. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Brown in at the 2. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. Now here's Hardaway. No points yet. Right wing. Valanciunas finds Brown. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Naji. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Now here's Love. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
BA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. Here's Sensabaugh, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Pass to Filipowski. Utah moving the ball around. Love, a screen on Murray. For 3, Collier. Valanciunas with a rebound. And it's Murray with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
Brown is a willing and able passer who typically makes the right play.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. For the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. Watson comes in for Naji. And Cameron Johnson subbed in for Brown. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Love. Markkanen comes in for Filipowski. Bailey's checked in for Hendricks. And Mikhailuk subbed in for Sensabaugh. Here's Collier, still without a bucket. Markkanen right side for 3. Markkanen sticks one from distance.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back to you.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you. Murray, no good. Jazz leading by 6. Pass to Bailey. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen. Now here's Jokic. Defense right on him. Now here's Watson. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good stride.
Here's Bailey. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Over Murray. Collier, no good. The Nuggets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Down low. Picked it out of midair. And Shams, thanks for dropping in, man. It is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line here. Hold on, BA. I'm going to run, but we'll definitely do this again soon.
Oh. We know he's always got news. Always a pleasure to have Shams drop in. He knows everything that's going on in the league.
He sure does, and knows it even before most players. I mean, heck, I'm surprised he didn't tell me something about me that I didn't know.
A different look for Denver. Jones, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. And a switch here also for Utah. George is checked in. Here's Brown. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Jones. Outside Watson. Pass to Jokic to win the cold spell. And it falls all over the rim and in. 6 points for Nikola Jokic.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
George, a screen on Jones. And here's Markkanen from downtown. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jokic the screen. Now here's Jones. The D's right on him. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. And now just a 3-point Jazz lead.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Pass to Nurkic. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George against Brown. Back to Mikhailuk. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brown scanning the floor. Johnson for 3. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Jazz out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
If you can make threes with consistency, the floor opens up. They've been pulling apart that defense.
Making it rain, and their opponent brought no umbrellas. And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
They have a long stretch away from the friendly confines. We'll see what they're made of.
I will say, though, beating a team in their own house, setting those fans home upset, oh, I miss that feeling.
Man, me too.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
Yeah, but his blocks tell only part of the story. His presence alone is making an impact on defense.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
And as a player, how important is film study to reaching the highest level of success, Clark?
Tell you what, with the advance in technology, it's actually critical now, B.A. I mean, it's more accessible, too, and that helps everybody realize the benefits of doing that extra work of studying yourself, your team, and your opponents.
So the Utah 5 right now. Lauri Markkanen out there with Jusuf Nurkic. Then it's Bailey. Then there's Keyonte George. And it's Mikhailuk in a shooting guard. Now here's Watson. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get one up. Here's Jokic. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Jokic has got 8 points.
Jokic showing his mid-range talent this time. Dynamic with the ball all over the floor.
Pass to Bailey. George against Murray. There's a screen by Nurkic. George passes to Bailey. Let's go with a 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Johnson. It's stolen. Here's Mikhailuk. Got a piece of it. Nuggets trail by 7. Going into the offseason, Clark, a priority for the Nuggets was adding depth.
Jokic himself bluntly made it clear that's what they needed. Denver was worn down by the end of that OKC series. You could see it. And depth was a strength for each of the conference finals.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Looking at the real numbers from the real NBA, the best free throw shooting teams of the season. Denver, 3rd.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Jazz leading by 5. Pass to Mikhailuk. And here's Bailey for 3. Mikhailuk. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Mikhailuk's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
A nice start to the 3rd. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
George scanning the floor. Bailey, the pass to Mikhailuk. Markkanen from long range. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Left side, Johnson. Look at Jokic going to work inside.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Murray against George. Pass to Mikhailuk. Utah moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Back to Markkanen. There's the triple. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
You've got to love the way he's scoring it tonight. Very efficient.
Nuggets trail by 5. Left side Murray. From down in the low post, it goes.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
George against Murray. Markkanen hammers home the lob.
So much fun watching Markkanen catch fire like this. He's a capable, efficient scorer who does it at a high rate.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play. The next shot and your results, they'll be the results. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. So it's Denver now, following the bucket by Utah. Outside Murray. Shoots over George. Utah grabs the miss. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Bailey's shot is off. Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Jones. Jokic against Nurkic. Jokic passes to Johnson. Jokic with a screen on George. Now Jokic from outside the arc. It's rebounded by George. Here's Mikhailuk, covered by Johnson. George finds Markkanen, and Markkanen with the stuff.
Yeah, Markkanen is in rhythm, providing a major lift to this offense.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Nurkic against Jokic. Pass to Johnson. The 3 is up. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
And so it's Lauri Markkanen making things happen for the Jazz. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got Jonas Valanciunas, Murray out there with Bruce Brown. Then it's Tim Hardaway, and it's Strawther in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Jazz leading by 3. Here's Sensabaugh. For 3, Collier. Valanciunas with a rebound.
For him, it has not been a game to remember, but all they care about is that W.
And that one's good. Strawther's gotten his first basket of the night.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call them.
Now here's Valanciunas. Pass to Murray. Back to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Sensabaugh. No good on the triple. Denver in the lead. Now here's Murray. Murray with a physical finish.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And a switch here also for Utah. Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Hendricks. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Shot's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got his first bucket in this one.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Murray with it. Picked up by Markkanen. Murray against Markkanen. There's a screen from 18 feet away. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Throughout this second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
A different look for Denver. Watson, he's checked in for Strawther. Jones comes in for Hardaway, and it's Johnson in for Brown. Then for Utah, Bailey's checked in for Filipowski. Mikhailuk comes in for Sensabaugh, and it's Keontae George in for Collier. Now here's Jokic. Back to Watson. Jokic the screen. Murray from outside. On target from range.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his hat. And he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Markkanen with it, defended by Watson. Outside George. Throws it up. Jokic pulls it down.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Murray. Jones with a screen on George. Murray. Jones up top. Let's loose for 3. Can't get it.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Jazz trail by 6. Now Markkanen. Puts puts up the tray. Now George. Here's Bailey. Another chance. Johnson with the rebound.
Defense doing just enough right there. Sometimes that's all you need.
George against Jones. Now Murray for three. Ooh, it doesn't go. Here's Bailey, covered by Johnson. Here's George. Now Markkanen. Now George. Unloads. Oh, it misses. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. Big run right now for him, 11-2. Jokic. Bailey pulls it down. Jazz trail by 6.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Now George. Here's Nurkic. Outside George from downtown. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Now here's Jokic. Puts it up from 17. Nurkic with a rebound.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
The Jazz on offense. George fires. Oh, the shot is off. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And that's an intentional foul.
At the line for Denver, Watson. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he's unable to get the second one. And Utah calls time here. They're down by 4. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Shoots a 3. Jokic with a rebound. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
So it's Denver picking up the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And BA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Nikola, congratulations on the win. What does a win like this say about your team?
I mean, we are looking for each other. We are finding it. When we start playing like we're supposed to play, we are really good. So hopefully we're going to continue to play like this.
Thanks, Nikola. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.